on dirt ovals, so that's where you learn, to control cars and slides. Now, this next exercise, this is where we're going to not use the brakes at all, okay? And what we're going to concentrate on is looking ahead where you want this car to go. You always look ahead where you want the car to go. Now, of course, the knee-jerk reaction is that all of a sudden, there's an emergency and we look at the danger. What's the last thing you see before you hit a tree?
The tree.
The reason you hit the tree is because you were looking at it. Okay.
Okay.
So what you want to do is it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's an absolute knee-jerk reaction. As I like to say, we have a common ancestor. We have a common ancestor. This is a man or woman 1,000,000 years ago. Okay, that looked at saw the saber-toothed tiger, looked at the danger, and jumped. Okay. Mm-hmm. The guy that stood there got eliminated from the gene pool. So that looking at danger and that jump reaction, we all have it. It's instinctive. It's called fight or flight, okay? So trust me, if the car starts to skid and we're skidding towards a tree, yes, you are going to look at the tree, but you just have to remember that's your fight or flight reaction. Now we have to look where we want the car to go. In other words, look back at the road. So that's what we're going to practice on here, is looking ahead where we want the car to go, and we're going to do it on a slalom course. Now, with this slalom course, we have a series of cones lined up. Okay, and you can see they're slightly offset. They're not in a perfect row, not in a perfect line, but they're slightly offset. So we're going to kind of snake our way through this. Now, in order to do this properly, if I look at that cone, what's going to happen?
You're going to hit it.
I'm going to hit it, because where I look is where I steer. So I want to look past those cones because that's where I want the car to go. I will then use my peripheral vision, okay, to guide me past those cones. I'm looking at you, but I can see I'm holding up 4 fingers. Of course, it's my hand. I know it's 4 fingers. But I mean, this is peripheral vision, okay?
Sure.
So all of this here, all of that's peripheral vision. So we'll use our peripheral vision to get us past those cones. So we're going to concentrate on looking ahead to where we want the car to go. So I just keep looking ahead. I keep looking ahead. Just like that, okay? Now, I have to look all the way over here, and as I do that, I've got to get my foot out of the gas pedal so that I can open up the throttle. Bring the car safely to a stop. All right, now.
Just like that.
Just like that. Now, what you need to understand is that there's another thing that's going on here, and this is what we call string theory. Every time you turn the wheel, it lifts your foot. In other words, there's a string that's attached to the bottom of the steering wheel. The other end of that string is attached to my foot. Every time I turn the wheel, that's going to do what? Lift my foot. Every time I straighten the wheel, that allows my foot to come down. So what I do is I brake in a straight line. As I start to turn, that's going to ease my foot up off of the brake. And then as I start to come out of the corner and start to unwind the wheel and straighten the wheel up, that allows my foot to come back down on the gas pedal. All right?
Okay.
So as you're going through this, and you're going to do this now, just remember that as you turn the wheel, you're going to have to ease up on that gas pedal. Bring your foot up, allow the car to turn, okay? And as you're straightening the wheel, that allows your foot to come back down on the gas. Then each time as you go through, as you're turning the wheel to get through the other part of the slalom, again, your foot's going to come up. As you straighten up, that allows you to step on the gas. As you start to turn, your foot's going to come back up again. And as you start to straighten the wheel, that allows your foot to go down again. All
But it's never going down on the brake.
It's never going down on the brake. This is all going to be. This is all practicing with the gas pedal, controlling the gas pedal, getting your foot up as you need to, and straightening the wheel, and looking always looking ahead where you want the car to go.
All right.
Your turn.